Hi friends, today we discuss the human brain on the basis of structure and functions. So let's go towards the topic. 1. The human brain. The human brain is a complex and intricate organ that serves as the center of the nervous system. It's responsible for controlling movements, regulating body functions, and facilitating thought, emotion, and behavior. 2. Parts of the brain. The human brain can be divided into three main divisions: the forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Each division has distinct structures and functions that work together to enable various cognitive, emotional, and motor functions. A. Forebrain. 1. Cognitive functions. The forebrain is responsible for processing sensory information, controlling movement, and facilitating thought, perception, and memory. 2. Emotional regulation. The forebrain, particularly the limbic system, plays a crucial role in emotional regulation and motivation. 3. Motor control. The forebrain is involved in motor planning, initiation, and control. B. Midbrain. 1. Auditory and visual processing. The midbrain plays a role in processing auditory and visual information. 2. Motor control. The midbrain is involved in motor control, particularly in the regulation of posture and movement. 3. Pain modulation. The midbrain is involved in the modulation of pain perception. C. Hindbrain. 1. Autonomic functions. The hindbrain regulates basic autonomic functions such as breathing, heart rate, and blood pressure. 2. Motor coordination. The cerebellum plays a crucial role in motor coordination, balance, and posture. 3. Sensory processing. The hindbrain is involved in processing sensory information from the body. 3. Functions of the brain. A. Control and coordination. The brain controls voluntary movements, regulates body functions, and coordinates responses to stimuli. B. Cognition. The brain processes information, enables thought, and facilitates learning and memory. C. Emotions. The brain processes emotions, influencing mood, behavior, and decision-making. D. Senses. The brain interprets sensory information from the environment. 4. Brain lobes. A. Frontal lobe, responsible for executive functions, decision-making, and motor control. B. Parietal lobe, involved in processing sensory information related to touch and spatial awareness. C. Temporal lobe, plays a key role in processing auditory information, memory, and language. D. Occipital lobe, primarily responsible for processing visual information. 5. Neurotransmitters and synapses. A. Neurotransmitters, chemical messengers that transmit signals between neurons. B. Synapses, the gaps between neurons where chemical signals are transmitted. 6. Brain development and plasticity. A. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, change, and reorganize itself. B. Brain development, the process of brain maturation, from infancy to adulthood. 7. Diseases of brain. 1. Neurodegenerative diseases. A. Alzheimer's disease, a progressive disorder that affects memory, thinking, and behavior. B. Parkinson's disease, a neurodegenerative disorder that affects movement, balance, and coordination. C. Huntington's disease, a genetic disorder that causes progressive damage to the brain, leading to cognitive, motor, and psychiatric problems. D. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a progressive disease that affects nerve cells responsible for controlling voluntary muscle movement. 2. Neurological disorders. A. Stroke, a condition that occurs when the blood supply to the brain is interrupted or reduced. B. Epilepsy, a neurological disorder characterized by recurrent seizures. C. Multiple sclerosis, a chronic disease that affects the central nervous system, causing symptoms such as numbness, weakness, and vision problems. D. Migraines, a type of headache disorder that can cause severe pain, sensitivity to light and sound, and nausea. 3. Brain tumors. A. Benign brain tumors, non-cancerous growths that can cause symptoms such as headaches, seizures, and cognitive problems. B. Malignant brain tumors, cancerous growths that can be aggressive and life-threatening. 4. Infectious diseases. A. Meningitis, an infection that inflames the protective membrane surrounding the brain and spinal cord. B. Encephalitis, an infection that inflames the brain tissue, often caused by viruses. C. Brain abscess, a collection of pus in the brain, often caused by bacterial or fungal infections. 5. Other brain diseases. A. Traumatic brain injury, TBI, a condition caused by a blow to the head or a penetrating injury. B. Neurodevelopmental disorders, conditions such as autism spectrum disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, and learning disabilities. C. Psychiatric disorders, conditions such as depression, anxiety, and schizophrenia. 8. Symptoms and diagnosis. Symptoms of brain diseases can vary widely depending on the specific condition. Diagnosis often involves a combination of a medical history, a thorough review of the patient's medical history and symptoms. B. Physical examination, a neurological examination to assess cognitive function, motor skills, and sensory function. C. Imaging tests, tests such as MRI or CT scans to visualize the brain and detect any abnormalities. D. Laboratory tests, tests such as blood work or spinal fluid analysis to diagnose infections or other conditions. 9. Treatment and management. Treatment for brain diseases depends on the specific condition and may involve A. Medications, to manage symptoms, slow disease progression, or treat underlying conditions. B. Surgery, to remove tumors, relieve pressure, or repair damaged blood vessels. C. Rehabilitation, to help patients regain lost functions and adapt to changes. D. Lifestyle modifications, to manage symptoms, improve overall health, and reduce the risk of complications. Thank you very much for watching video.